February 24th, 2022. Day 1. Around 5 in the morning, Russia began a full-scale invasion of Ukraine. The state border was breached in the Chernihiv, Sumy, Luhansk, and Donetsk regions, and Russian tanks were entering through Crimea. Almost all major cities were attacked by cruise missiles. The armed forces of Ukraine and every Ukrainian resisted. The defenders of Zmyny Island indicated the course for the Russian ship. February 26th, President Zelensky said, "I need ammunition, not a ride." March 9th, Day 14, Mariupol, Russian airstrike on a maternity hospital. March 16th, Day 21, Mariupol. The occupiers dropped a bomb on the drama theater where people were hiding. The end of March. Russian troops withdraw from Kyiv. April 4th, Day 40. The world sees horrifying footage from Bucha. April 13th, Day 49. Ukrainian missiles sunk the flagship of the Black Sea Fleet of the Russian Federation, the cruiser Moscow. May 20th, Day 86th, Azovstal. 86 days of defense of Mariupol. The higher military leadership gave an order to preserve the life and health of the garrison's servicemen and stop the defense of the city. The defenders of Mariupol were captured by the Russians. June. Wheat fields were burning. Harvesting was impossible because of Russia's war against Ukraine. July 29th, Day 156. Olenivka. The Russian Federation once again committed a war crime. More than 50 prisoners of war from Azovstal plant that were kept at Olenivka on the temporarily occupied territory of the Donetsk region were brutally murdered inside the building. September. In a major offensive, the armed forces of Ukraine liberate territories occupied by Russia. September 15th, Day 204. After the liberation of most of the Kharkiv region from Russian troops, mass graves were found near Izum. During the exhumation, 447 bodies were discovered. It could have been any of us, simply because we are Ukrainians. October 10th, Day 229. As a result of a massive missile attack during the morning, critical infrastructure facilities were hit in 8 regions of Ukraine, including the capital of Kyiv. Do you still think that you can scare us, break us, make us make concessions? You really did not understand anything? Don't understand who we are? What are we for? What are we talking about? Read my lips. Without gas or without you? Without you. Without light or without you? Without you. Without water or without you? Without you. Without food or without you? Without you. Cold, hunger, darkness, and thirst are not as terrible and deadly for us as your friendship and brotherhood. But history will put everything in its place, and we will be with gas, light, water, and food, and without you. President Volodymyr Zelensky. November 11th, Day 261, Kherson. After 8 months of Russian occupation, Kherson was liberated by Ukrainian armed forces. In 1 week, the forces deoccupied 179 settlements, covering more than 1,738 miles. December 21st, Day 301, Washington, D.C. 300 days after his country was invaded by Russia, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky visited Washington, D.C. for talks on what the next 300 days might bring. January 14th, 2023, day 325, Dnipro. Russians launched another missile attack on the territory of Ukraine. In Dnipro, they hit a residential building with a rocket. 40 people were killed, 70 injured, and 236 apartments were destroyed. Day 365. Ukraine continues to defend freedom with the support of the whole world. Day 366. Day 381. Day 402. What will the next days of the war bring? You have the power to influence the future. Help us defend the free world against tyranny.